Today, we're going to journey into the heart of what looks like a sprawling forest, but it's actually one of the most incredible living things on our planet. This is a story of just immense scale, deep time, and a surprisingly fragile fight for survival. And that right there, that's the idea that just kind of breaks your brain. You look at it, you see a massive forest. But what you're actually seeing, it's a single, ancient individual, and it's fighting for its life.
So that's the big question, isn't it? How is that even possible? Well, the science behind it is absolutely fascinating, and it's exactly what we're going to break down right now. To really get a handle on Pando, we have to start with its scale, which is almost unbelievable. First up, let's just talk about its footprint. Pando covers a staggering 106 acres. Now, to put that into perspective for you, that's like one single living thing sprawling across more than 80 football fields. This isn't a collection of trees. It's a single, continuous organism. Okay, so what about all those trees you see? There are roughly 47,000 of them. But here's the key. They are not individual trees. They're stems, all sprouting from the exact same root system. You can think of them like hairs on an arm. They're all part of the same body. Every single one is a perfect genetic clone. And then there's the weight. The total mass of this single organism is an estimated 6,600 tons. That officially makes Pando the heaviest known living thing on our planet. And just to be clear, we're not talking about a species. We're talking about one single individual. Nothing else even comes close. So here's the crucial scientific breakdown. The whole organism, the entire thing, is called a genus. And each of those 47,000 stems we see above ground, that's a ramette. They're all connected underneath the soil by one gigantic shared root system that is the true heart of Pando. This unique structure is also the secret to Pando's incredible longevity. I mean, it has a built-in mechanism for achieving a kind of biological immortality. But, how does that actually work? So here's Pando's superpower. Asexual reproduction. When an old stem gets damaged or dies, the root system gets a signal. It then sends up a brand new, genetically identical shoot, often called a sucker, to take its place. This constant process of cloning and replacing itself is how it has survived for millennia. Now think about how different this is from a typical forest. Most forests rely on sexual reproduction, seeds, which creates this diverse mix of genetically unique trees. Pando, on the other hand, is all about cloning. It's an incredibly efficient strategy for just holding your ground and dominating a landscape for thousands and thousands of years. And just how long has it been doing this? Well, estimates suggest Pando started to grow right after the last ice age, maybe tens of thousands of years ago. It's not just an organism, it's a living monument to deep time, a silent witness to millennia of Earth's history. But Pando isn't just some scientific marvel. Its sheer size and age mean it plays a critical role in its local environment. Really, it's an entire ecosystem all by itself. I mean, because it's so huge and so ancient, Pando has become this ecological cornerstone. It's a biodiversity hotspot, providing a home for countless other plants and animals. Its massive root system is absolutely crucial for stabilizing the soil and managing water in a pretty dry landscape. Oh, and it stores an incredible amount of carbon. Its health is literally tied to the health of the entire region. So we have this ancient, resilient giant. You'd think it would be totally invincible, right? But a combination of modern pressures has actually pushed it into a fight for its very survival. The problem really boils down to a broken balance. See, historically, you had predators like wolves and bears keeping deer and elk populations in check. And at the same time, you had frequent natural fires that would clear out competing trees and stimulate new growth for Pando. But in the modern era, we've removed most of the predators and we've aggressively suppressed those fires. The result is an ecosystem that's been thrown completely out of whack. And this has created a demographic catastrophe for Pando. Its old stems are dying off, which is perfectly natural, but its regeneration process, its superpower, has been totally shut down. The overpopulated deer and elk are just eating every new shoot before it has a chance to grow. Simply put, death is outpacing birth. Okay, so the situation is dire, but it's not hopeless. Recognizing the crisis, scientists and conservationists have launched this race against time to restore the balance and give this giant a future. So let's be crystal clear about the main threat.
For decades, Panda's ability to make a new generation has been stopped cold. Its future is literally being eaten the moment it sprouts from the ground. And the most direct solution is, in a way, surprisingly simple. By putting up fences, conservationists can create these protected zones where the young shoots are safe from all those hungry deer and elk. It's a pretty straightforward idea that finally gives Pando's regeneration process a fighting chance. But of course, fencing alone isn't a silver bullet. The broader strategy is much more complex. It includes things like carefully managed controlled burns to mimic the natural fire cycle Pando evolved with. It also means manually removing competing trees that are trying to move in on Pando's territory. And all of this is guided by constant scientific monitoring to track what's working and change the plan if we need to.
You know, when you step back, Pando becomes so much more than just a biological wonder. Its very existence, thousands of stems that are all one organism, is this powerful symbol of connection. It reminds us that what looks separate is often deeply, fundamentally linked. And this is why Pando's story is so important. Its struggle is really a mirror for countless environmental challenges we're seeing worldwide. It's a living test case. Can we truly understand the delicate systems we've disrupted? And maybe more importantly, do we have the will to help restore them? So, I'll just leave you with this thought. This ancient, trembling giant has endured ice ages and millennia of change, but it may not endure us. Its fate is now completely intertwined with our choices. So its struggle to survive in a world we've altered, what does that really say about our own?